This is the unboxing of Noctua NH-D15 SE-AM4 air cooler. The SE-AM4 stands for Special Edition for AM4 socket. The difference between this one and the standard D15 is there are no mechanisms for other sockets included. Other than that, they are exactly the same. Size-wise, I'll be comparing this cooler to AMD Wraith cooler, which is enclosed with AMD Ryzen 3900X CPU, because this video is part of the series called Building a Home Server based on AMD Ryzen 3900X. If you want to see those, you can click on a link in the description below this video and it'll take you there. Now, without further ado, let's have a look what's inside the box. The big box has these three smaller boxes in it. The first one contains NH-D15 heatsink and first NF-A15 PWM fan. The second one contains Secure Firm 2 mounting system, and third one has second NF-A15 PWM fan in it. This is how all the boxes look after opening. Let's put it on the table. Let's have a look at all the stuff that was included with the cooler. This is a Y split cable, which will allow you to control two fans using PWM from a single motherboard header. It's a useful thing. Two low noise adapters. Using them will reduce the RPMs of the fan from 1500 to 1200, and consequently it will lower the noise. It will also decrease the amount of air being pushed, so you have to decide whether you want to go for quiet or for performance. Then there is this Noctua NTH1 thermal compound. It's a quality one, so no need to use anything else. A long Phillips head screwdriver. It will help you to attach the heatsink to the motherboard. 4 plastic spacers and 4 screws. Installation manual. 4 mounting bars. 2 steel clips for attaching the fan to the heatsink. As you can see, 2 of them are already used for attaching this fan to the heatsink. Then the Noctua special sticker. It's made of metal and it looks and feels high quality. And the last thing included is this NF-A15 PWM fan, 140mm, and it also looks and feels high quality. Let's have a look at the heatsink. It's quite heavy. It weighs 1 kg without the fans and 1.32 kg with 2 fans installed. The bottom part of the heatsink has no pre-applied thermal compound, which is a good thing because it should be applied right before the installation. Here are 6 heat pipes which lead into 2 towers with stacked aluminum fins. They provide large heat dissipation area. In between them there is a 140mm fan. 2 more could be installed, one on each side. Each of the towers has this cutout which allows for more clearance, especially for the memory modules which have high profile. Also, if you install a fan on the side where the memory modules are installed, you can raise it higher by repositioning this clip. There are 2 spring screws which allow the connection of this heatsink with the mounting mechanism on the motherboard. Now let's have a look at the dimensions. The width is 15 centimeters, the depth is 13.2 centimeters, and the height is 16.5 centimeters, including the top of the heat pipes, which are aligned with the top of the fan, and just the heatsink is 15 centimeters high. Now let's add another fan and see how big it is. Before we can add another fan to the heatsink, we need to attach clips to it. So let's do that. You have to position them this way. The ends of the clips go through these holes. It should be quite easy. There is a little bit of resistance, but really not much. And the same goes for the second side. Now when we look at the other side, this is the way how we will attach it to the heatsink. So let's do that. Now, as you can see, it's holding here and here. Removal is also very easy. This is a realistic scenario where I put this cooler on a X570 motherboard with G-Skill Trident Z Neo memory, and this is how high you have to raise this fan to be able to accommodate it, and you have just 2 millimeters of clearance above the memory module. Let's have a look how much space you really need to have in your case to be able to accommodate this cooler. This is how much space you'll need to have in your case to be able to raise this fan above the memory modules. This is how much space you'll need to have in your case to be able to place the fan above the I/O. You can clearly see the difference between standard AMD Wraith cooler, which was enclosed with AMD Ryzen 3900X CPU, and the Noctua NH-D15 SE-AM4. The height difference is massive. Remember that you can pause the video at any time. The length difference. If you want to see this cooler used in a real system, you can use the link in the description below this video, which will take you to another video where I'm using it to build a home server based on AMD Ryzen 3900X CPU. Thank you for watching. See you next time.